Hyper Trader here. It is January 5th, 2024. I wanted to do a video about mindset for trading because it's really important. I struggled for years, but I later realized I was always like expecting to lose or expecting my trades to go bad. And I don't know how or what happened, but one day my mind just shifted and realized it was actually possible. But I have about 10 ideas for mindset help, you might say. And the first one is education. This is probably the most important one. Educate yourself, watch videos, learn from mentors. My two best mentors were ICT or Inner Circle Trading, Michael Huddleston, I think is his last name, and then Al Brooks, the Brooks Trading Course. Al Brooks has been trading price action for over 30 years, and all he really uses is candles and a 20 EMA. And then ICT has a bit more involved concepts, but yeah, education, major important. Number two, risk management. This one I still need help on. You got to know when to, get out. Use your stop losses and everything. I see a lot of people teaching these 2-to-1 risk ratios and all that kind of stuff. I don't really prescribe to that idea. To me, profit is profit. I don't care if I make $1 or $100. I mean, yeah, you can judge it by risk and profit, but I don't know. That whole concept just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, your stop loss is like, to me, your stop loss is your risk management. This is how much you're willing to lose if your trade doesn't work out. But your take profit can be anything. And I've also heard people say that you should never move your stop. Well, why not? Why not move it up into profit? Oh, you'll get stopped out early, and you won't make as much money. So I still made money. I didn't lose money. It's a controversial subject for sure, but educate yourself on risk management and use, risk management practices in your trading, and always follow your plan, which comes to the next one, which is discipline. Always have a plan and always stick to your rules. If you don't do this, you end up with losses. If you've watched my past videos from like the last week of December, I didn't have a stop loss and I lost a bunch of money. I was still overall profitable for the month, but if I had utilized stop losses, I would have made a lot more money. And the other thing about not having a stop loss and being stuck in a trade is, for me anyway, I am scared to risk more money trying to make money when I'm stuck in a trade. So therefore, it prevents me from trading because I'm wanting to get out of that trade before I actually get into a new trade, if that makes any sense. You can see these, I've got some open fair value gaps drawn on my chart here. That one just triggered or filled. I thought that would be kind of cool to have in the background for a mindset video. Okay, number 4, patience. Patience is key, especially if you're swing trading or something. You have to, you got to have the patience to withstand some drawdown and hold on to your idea or your trade plan. Yeah, sometimes you're going to have drawdown, but if you are confident in your trade and you know the market's going to do what you think it's going to do, you have to have the patience to hold on and wait for it to play out. A lot of people will just exit and get out early, and then the next day or the next few hours or whatever, it works out. I'm sure you've all seen that. We all have. So you got to have patience. Number 5, continuous improvement. We're always constantly learning new ideas and new concepts, and keep applying those new things to your trading and your trade plans. I'm still learning all the time. I learned something from ICT this morning. He was trading the ES futures for non-farm payroll. He traded it up when I traded it down. So there's all kinds of opportunities and different perspectives. I wished I had been in the long side like he was, but I was pretty happy with my little short trade this morning. So yeah, constantly improve yourself. 6, emotions. You got to control your emotions. They will mess you up quite a bit if you let them. Like, say, if you get in the trade and it immediately goes against you, do you freak out and exit for a loss? Or do you keep your emotions at bay and, wait for your plan to play out? It seems like every time you get in a trade, the price starts going the opposite direction. That doesn't mean it's going to keep going that way forever. So you have to, get emotions under control. This is like very important. Number 7, goals. Have some goals. How much do you want to make a day? How much do you want to learn today? Make yourself some goals that keep you improving, which goes back to number 5. Start out. Just say, hey, I want to make $10 today. If you can do that consistently every day for a few days, then, up it to $50 or whatever. I mean, right now, my goal is anything between 500 and 1,000 a day. I could probably do better than that, but hey, that's plenty of money for me. I mean, if I make $1,000 a month, a day, let's see, there's 52 weeks in a year, so whatever 5 times 52 is times 1,000, that's like well into the 6 figures. It's way more than I ever made working for a living as an employee. So yeah, get some goals and work towards them, make them happen. Number 8, adaptability. This comes into play when you're The markets are constantly shifting and changing, and you get economic data coming out like we had non-farm today, and you have FOMC and Jerome Powell speaking or whatever, and all that stuff adds volatility to the market, and it can swing either way. So you have to be able to adapt your trading and your practices and your plans to what the market is doing. And the best way to do that is to learn price action, because your best friend is the chart. I mean, that's telling you what's happening right now. If you listen to the media, news broadcast or talking head opinions or whatever, all that does is cloud your mind to where you may not even realize it. You might unconsciously develop some kind of bias, whether it's bearish or bullish or whatever, and you're taking on that person's opinion onto yourself, which could be totally wrong. I noticed that most of the opinions I hear are just stupid. They're garbage. They don't mean anything. It's just somebody's opinion, somebody's idea. It doesn't mean that's going to happen. Normally, they're wrong. So I don't even pay attention to any of that stuff. It's just a waste of time and a waste of your mind. Which comes to number 9, which is mindfulness. You need to stay present and focused when you're trading. You can't have a Discord chat going. You can't have YouTube videos playing. You need your chart in front of you and maybe your broker trading window open. You need to be totally focused on what you're doing while you're doing it. And that's comes back to thoughts and emotions and discipline. I mean, all of the above pretty much plays into that. So keep that in mind. And number 10, learn from your mistakes. I'm still learning from my mistakes, like not having stop losses. That's my biggest pet peeve problem I have. I know it's a stupid problem to have, but it is. It exists in my mind. It's a problem. So, yeah, my little window's moving around. Let's fix that. Make the trade bigger. So anyway, that's 10 helpful mindset tips. And always remember, it's an ongoing process. We're always learning. We're always adapting and changing and making new goals and all that good stuff. So keep in mind, keep it fun. Learn. Trade your plan. Stick to your plan. And I think that's about enough for today. That's a video that went way longer than I thought it would. Catch y'all later.